Back at it again. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this RNG Forsaken gameplay by me here on my America account in Genshin Impact. And today, well not today, at the time of recording this, I beat the Abyss already, and I wasn't really planning on beating it. I was actually planning to record my progress of it. Well, I kinda did, but I wanted it to be, you know, a little bit slow so that content could be longer, but I didn't think it would be, I don't know, fast. Well, it's not easy, it was just a bit faster than the previous Abyss. Well, anyways, let's just cut the formalities out of the way. Here is how I beat the Abyss fast. First off, floor 9, chamber 1 to 3. I only used the OG7 characters. Of course, the constellations are activated, but that's all the reason why I'll activate them, because they are a bit good, especially Noelle's with the C4 with her shield exploding. But other than that, my plan here was to just finish cleaning up all the hilly trails until the water floppers spawn, and just go at it with the cryo shielded Mythical. Now on second half, we have Shining, Barbara, Lisa, and Kaeya of complete with elements, although we don't have a bow user here, which is kinda off-putting, but I'll take it anyway. So here we go, we just take care of the small fry first, which are the Cryo Salma Curls, Cryo Helitrial Shooters, and Electro Helitrial Shooters. That was a tongue twister. And then, once the small fry has been out of the way, we focus all of our attention to the Cryo Abyss Mage, and hopefully not get frozen a bunch of times. I am looking at my own recording just so that I can commentate on this better. Yeah, I can basically show you what was the plan I was going with in my head. Two cryo shielded mythicals spawn, and in this case I go for the Abyss Mage first, because the Abyss Mage has the buff, or the debuff I should say. And then once the Abyss Mage has been defeated, I now focus all of my attention on the cryo shielded mythicals. And that is chamber 1 done. Chamber 2, same strategy. Focus on all of the small fry first before going for the big ones, like the cryo whopper floppers, because they would be a nuisance to deal with in the first parts of the chamber if you defeat them first, because now the cryo grenadiers helicarils are gonna focus their attention on you if you go too near the what do you call those? I'm just gonna call them the heather, because I don't know what these are called actually. I just know that they deplete sheer cold as you go to Dragon Spine, but no one really likes to go to Dragon Spine, so I don't think that information is useful anymore, but yeah. And once these Mythical spawn, I usually focus them first because their cryo shields are absolutely irritating and I would like to get them out of the way first. And then after that, just focus all of your attention to the Whopper Floppers and then you're good. Now with the second half, obviously you go for the healer first, and that is the Hydro Gunner Fatui. And I did a bit of an oopsie here and auto attacked the other one, which was supposed to be for the Hydro Gunner, but we'll ignore that since Xiangling will shred the health of this Hydro Gunner, no problem. Right after we kill the healer, we go for the Cryo Gunner, which has the debuff that puts you in the cryo cage. But if you have a team comp like this, and Overload is not really a good investment for time saving in this domain, I suggest you bring a Claymore user, and if you don't have a Claymore user, then you can go for the Geochanter first and don't let him infuse with Geo and kill him before he does. But I went for the Cryo Gunner first because I don't want to get trapped in the cage every time, and I just use Goba and Lisa to take care of the shield. And go for the enemy boxer last since he goes for the heaters. Floor 9 Chamber 3 first half, they changed the formation a bit. The formation of the enemies I mean, and I thought they were gonna spawn on the left and right and in front of me, but no, 3 enemies spawned behind me, and yeah, that really threw me off. Wasted a little bit of time and a little bit of Amber's down there, but we'll ignore that since we will make up for it with Amber's crit damage. Floor 9 Chamber 3 second half, I go for the Hydra Abyss Mage first because I don't want to be trapped in its bubble every time I fight other enemies, so I focused all of my attention on him first. Next I focus my attention on the Cryo Abyss Mage because its shield has been depleted, and it would be a shame if the Cryo Abyss Mage shielded up the moment I unshielded it. And once both Abyss Mages are down, you can just focus all of your attention to the Mythical and you're good. And that is floor 9 completed with the OG 7 characters. Now we go for floor 10. I thought about using the OG 7 characters for floor 10, but it was too difficult for me and I didn't want to use a Animo MC because I'm tired going to the statues every now and then to switch MC's element, although I am excited for Electro Traveler. Am I allowed to talk about that? Is that leaks? MiHoYo, please, this is not a leak. I'm just talking about stuff here and I'm not leaking anything, I'm just curious, really. Anyway, get that out of the way. Yeah, I needed to use strong characters now, and this is just a short interval of the video where I plan my team here on floor 10 so that I will only use one team and not have to switch every time. So first team will be GMC, Shanling, Amber, and Doyle. Second team will be Bennett, Sinsho, Fischl, and Kaeya. And I basically arranged the artifacts so that it will be advantageous throughout the whole floor. Now for the first half, I focus all of my attention on the Cryo Slimes, and I will not give it any time to freeze me because they actually hate getting a Cryo effect, just like that, like Amber, because I dodge a lot even though I have a shield. It's just a thing I do, and I need to fix that habit because sometimes when you don't really need to dodge, you can just tank it, like Noelle, Zhongli, all those shielded characters, but I don't know, it's been a habit for me to dodge enemy attacks. I don't know if that's a good thing if I use shields that often, which I don't because Noelle is the only shielder I have that's good, apart from Diona, which I will be building in a later video, or maybe not in a later video, I'm just gonna build it. Focus all of your attention on the Cryo Slime and you won't get frozen, or at least you won't get the Cryo status so easily. And on this one, once you depleted the numbers of slimes, the Abyss, the Hydra Abyss Mage will now spawn. Now obviously focus all of your attention on him because he has a buff, and if you go through just like that, the Hilichurl just got trapped in its own allies bubble, and yeah. And once you have fended off the Hilichurls and Abyss Mages, you go for the Whopper Floppers. Prevent them from infusing with Cryo and you're good. I really don't like fighting the Abyss Lectors and Heralds in Spiral Abyss because honestly they're just a pain to begin with. But here in this chamber, I focused the Abyss Mage first because he's gonna be the one supporting the Abyss Herald, and I don't like that. I want to 1v1 him, or in this case 1v4. And then once I get the Abyss Mage out of the way, obviously go for the Abyss Herald with all you have and deplete his shield as much as possible. I recommend Pyro and Cryo. As you know, MiHoYo likes releasing new characters that are Pyro and Cryo related, but nonetheless, we do have good Pyro and Cryo units here that are 4 stars, and there we go. Chamber 1 completed. Now for Chamber 2, it's a bit easy on the first half because all the enemies here are small fries, meaning they're just Hilichurls and nothing special. Now of course you could use Sucrose here, Animo MC, G, Shao, and any animal user you want because it has a buff, and plus the enemies here are literally not of quality but of quantity, I guess. And once you get a good number of Hilichurls out, some Samakrills will spawn. Go for the Hydra one because he's the healer, and go for the Anemo one next because he will crowd control the frick out of you. And once you got the Samakrills out, I suggest you go for the Grenadiers, Hilichurl Cryo Grenadiers, and not the Glitterpearls because they're the ones that will be constantly applying cryo to you, and that wouldn't be good for stamina consumption. But you do you, I guess. For me, I focus the Bitterpills first because the cryo shields are the worst. And yeah, that's it for the first half. Second half, same team, but the Abyss Herald is changed into the Abyss Lector. Same plan, we go for the Cryo Abyss Mage first, and then once we get him out of the way, we focus our attention to the Abyss Lector. Now obviously, same suggestion, I recommend you put Cryo and Pyro in your team because they are the most effective against these Abyss Heralds and Lectors. And possibly swirl damage because that's the buff of this domain as of recording. And deplete his shield as much as possible. Now for Chamber 3 first half, specifically the first half, I was a bit surprised. They put the Cryo Hypostasis in Spiral Abyss. That's the first time they put... Is it the first time? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the first time they put a world boss in Spiral Abyss. And honestly, it was a new experience. Well, I guess you do have the Regis Vines on floor 8, but it's different if it's on floor 9 to 12. Or if it's in between floor 9 and 12, I guess. Because it really is a new experience. Never thought they would actually put the world boss in the Abyssal Spire. And I wasn't expecting that, but Amber just dealt 25k with the Noblesse build with Baron Bunny. That is not normal. Because Amber's crit right now is, I think, 35%, and as far as I know, 35% crit is not good in the slightest, but hey, I'll take it. I'm glad I built Amber. Although I did get her C2 a bit late. I do appreciate that I did build Amber in the first place. Now for the second half, obviously, same plan. Abyss Mage first, because he's the one with the buff. I don't know what the black buff necessarily does when enemies get buffed by it, but I'm guessing it's just a way to increase their stagger interruption, or just a way to deal more damage, I guess. But once you get the Abyss Mage out of the way, go for the Cryo. And there you have it, floor 10 complete, full clear. Now we go to floor 11 to 12. So that would be it for this video, because if I just put all of my gameplay into one whole recording, it would be super long, to the point where it would be boring to watch. So this will be a two-part video, I think, where I go for floor 11 and 12, and I'll show my builds on the second part of this video, which will be coming out right after this one. Go watch the second part so that you can complete it. Alright, peace.